Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Yeah, you right there, Mr. Postman. Hey, Mr. Postman, look at me. Is there a package just waiting for me? Where's my box? Where's my box? What's in the box?
All right, welcome to another episode of What's in the Box. I am your host, Shane the Crazy Man Vera, and I believe this is episode 4. I believe. Anyway, so this episode I have 3 books, 2 physical and 1 PDF that I will go through with, and they're all independents. And the first book that I have here is WarCorns, Combat Unicorns for Hire. And this is produced by Source Point Press. And I took it out of the plastic because I'm going to go through it with you. And sorry about that, I hit the mic. I just want to go over the creative team with you. So it's written and created by Garrett Gunn. And interior pencils and inks by Kevin Stokes. Interior colors by Nicholas Torres. Letters by HDE. Cover pencils by Kevin Stokes. Cover inks by Jeremy Clark. And cover colors by Tommy Shelton. The editor-in-chief is Travis McIntyre, and art director Joshua Werner. And again, it's sourcepointpress.com. And this is the, I believe it's the first issue of WarCorns. So first, reason why I picked this one up is because I like the colors. So while it's about combat and there's violence in it, the cover alone reminded me of you're gonna hate me for this, My Little Pony. And so I don't know if that was the pun on it, or they were trying to because when you think war, you don't think rainbows and clouds and especially when you have unicorn soldiers with M60s or M16s, whatever those are, and bullets, and you got a skull flying, and you got looks like a mob boss, but it looks like a green version of the Kingpin. So it is a fun read. So it would be great for all ages had it not had the profanity in it, and a lot of the gory violence. This is definitely could be an all ages book because it is a fun read. I like the idea of these. They're like mercenaries. These WarCorns, and they're hired by this guy named I don't even know what his name is. Let's see, he's a general, and he's hiring these guys to capture this fox wolf character that walk around with a skull entity, and so these guys are hired to get him. Now they have this unique camaraderie where you got the muscle-bound knucklehead that it looks like he's eating crayons. So each different color provides a different mood for him. And I guess the blue gives sadness, and the red creates anger. So he's always you can think about it as if it was a drug, right? So you have the violence, you have the profanity, and now you have, drugs, narcotics, right? So he eats these crayons to impact his mood. And obviously they have this relationship where they have this banter, which is very aggressive, and they resort to violence when not satisfied with the other's response. But here's this guy. He's definitely a wild card, and they're trying to capture him and bring him back. So they're not that bright. So the WarCorns are all muscle and no brain, because they're going after this cat. And again, when I do this, it's spoilers. This has been out for a few weeks, so I'm spoiling it for you. Turn the channel. But so they're going after this guy. They're trying to bring him back. He has no clue that these guys are after him. Right? He's trying to get something that's in a container at a dock. These guys come after him, and they get in this ship, sort of like an X-Men, right? They get over there. They're like, yeah, we got him. We're closing in on him. And he's just trying to get that whatever's in these containers. He's chugging these containers out of the way. The first container destroys the ship. He doesn't even know they're there yet. So they're like, oh, man, we're being attacked, right? So they're going in hard. Then he drops another container and kills one of their guys, right? And they're busting shots at him. And his partner, the Skullhead, is saying, don't you hear that? He's like, these old things are so noisy. So I don't know if he's just smarter than the average bear or he's just dumb. And so ship is gone, soldier's gone. Then the guy leading the pack, right? Then the second soldier, so the big gunny, he's out of ammo. He takes the red markers, crayons, he eats it to get angry. And he's like, it's clobbering time. And he wants to go after it, and then drops one on Gunny, and Gunny's done. He's gone. Boom. And then the main cat, he's going after it. He's like, mother effer, and he and he slips on blood, and the cable slices his body in half. So by the look of this fox, he looks like he knew all along. But he really didn't even notice. He's like, sweet mother, right? And so I don't know if these guys repair themselves, because he's half body still talking to base and saying, we're going to need more ammo. We're going to need more power, more backup to go after this guy. This guy's tougher than we thought. And it's a fast, fun read. I liked it. I would definitely, pick up the second one just because it's just a fun read. But I think they had potential if they toned down the profanity and the goriness. They would have potential if they wanted in all ages. If they're not, they're looking for a mature audience. They succeeded. It's just fun. If you want something different from the superhero comics, this is pretty cool. And again, that's WarCorns, Combat Unicorns for Hire. Pretty cool. And the next one is Magika. And it's by Red Giant Entertainment. And I just love the cover. So just to give you an idea, when I started reading this, I thought of several things. I thought of Neverending Story, where the kids are chasing the boy, and he goes into the bookshop, and the book takes him to a fantasy world. I thought of Warriors of Virtue, where these kids taunt this kid. They go into a sewer. He falls into the sewer, and ends up in this mystical world with the Ruse, the King of Ruse. So I thought of a lot. So I can see the influence from a lot of different stories. So is it unique? No, but it's fun. And so Magika, what I like about also in the artwork is beautiful. They did a really good job. It was like, I don't know if it's watercolors or pastels, or if they just did digital, I don't know. The Journey to Magika is Nico. The Journey to Magika was released and became a cartoon favorite on Hulu for several years and on DVD. Oh wow! In various parts of the world. That film was shown during the Tribeca Film Festival in New York. After an earlier cut of the film in the Tagalog language won the Metro Manila Film Festival Award the previous year. Nico is the American viewer's window into the unexplored land of monsters, says David Lawrence, co-author of the Magika comic book. So, this is a story about, apparently this kid is destined for greatness, and there are these other worlds, and he's human, and this is when he's born, but then you fast forward later, and so you have this warrior chief going to a mystic elder for help, and they open up the book, and Nico is shown in the book. He thinks it's a joke before I go even further, the stories by Kevin Juare and David Lawrence, art by Wilson Tortosa and Sebastian Cheng, letters by Zach Matheny, I hope I get it right, editors by Brian Augustin and David Lawrence. So that's the creative team behind it. And it opens up, says the moving finger. And so apparently all of these portals are opening up and they're trying to stop what's coming in and what's going out of these portals on this world. And this one inquisitive young, I don't know if she's a bat, human form, but she flies through because she, the bodyguards are dumber than rock, and they believe her story, and she goes through and she ends up on Earth. Anyway, typical where the kid's being bullied, so there has to be cause and purpose that fuels his fire. And so these kids are bullying him, taking his school money, and cheating him out of even more money by forcing him to race them. And they cheat when he's winning. They make him smoke a cigar, which he chokes, and it starts a fire in the woods, right? Because they take him to the woods. And during that time, she is watching from above. Her father's pissed. He wants his daughter back. She's watching these antics. The tree comes to life. He thinks he's hallucinating. The tree is pissed because he started a fire. And she comes down and rescues him. He's like, she swoops down. She's going to rescue him, obviously. And she looks like a crazed vampire. And similar to the WarCorns, I thought this is a fun book. This is definitely an all ages read. The artwork is beautiful. The story flows well. And who doesn't like magic and mystics and good versus evil? So definitely something worth picking up. I'm glad I did pick this one up. I did enjoy this as well. And then we have something that's coming out on Kickstarter at the in January by Daphne Lage. So Daphne Lage is a talented creator because she does it all. She writes, pencils, inks, colors her own book. And EgoRaven, and if you go to EgoWorks.com, EgoWorks.com, you'll get updates on this title. And it is a really cool book. And hold on one second. As I'm talking to you, where is it? There you go. Boom. You might see something else pop up on my screen there as I'm opening up. So she sent me an advanced copy. So it's not printed yet. She's going to, raise the money on Kickstarter to print it. And in January. And I was honored that she even considered me. So here's what I sent her. So there's a quote in the book. It says, you forget your place, princess. Your challenges are not with them, but with yourself. So here's what I wrote to her. I was fortunate enough to read an advanced copy of EgoRaven, Heir to the Throne, #1, by creator Daphne Lage. The read was both exciting and heart-pulsing as you turned the pages wanting more. A world filled with unicorns, elves, dragons, betrayal, struggle, and loyalty. All of the ingredients which make up a story worth reading. The art not only pops off the pages, but complements the story. The young princess, EgoRaven, is haunted by her inner demons of not believing she is worthy of, all the while being reminded by her people she will never be truly accepted because she is a half-breed. Treachery engulfs the world, and EgoRaven is forced to flee, facing the harsh reality of growing up in this unpredictable world. I wonder who she become in the next issue. I'll be looking forward to it. So EgoRaven will launch on Kickstarter January 29th to support Daphne's book. Sign up for updates at EgoWorks.com. I decided to read that because I wrote that and I said it to her. I really enjoyed the read. If you look at her art, it's just beautiful. It just pops off the page, her use of colors. And she has some of the pages already that she's coloring on her website. And so because I received an advanced copy and it's not final, I won't show you any other pages. But you can go to EgoWorks because the pages that I have dialogue, and the pages that she's coloring on the site, I don't believe have dialogue on it. So, but definitely a really fun story. If you haven't heard of Daphne, check out her website, check out her YouTube channel. She gives great tutorials. She does live shows where she's actually illustrating and coloring the book. This is definitely something to look forward to. Really fun read. And, you think about, your journey in life and you're trying to find yourself. I think the biggest challenge for society as a whole, individually, we're always trying to find ourselves. Who are we? Who do we want to become? What is our purpose? Why are we here? So here is a story that reflects on that with the main character. So I recommend this book. Can't wait to see it in production. And when it does hit Kickstarter, I will be supporting. And when I get my hard copy, I will go back and we'll do a follow-up. And we'll go through the hard copy together. So I don't want to spoil the anticipation. But so that was the 3 books today on What's in the Box. So again, if you are an indie creator and you want to feature your book on What's in the Box, hit me up. I am a part of a lot of different groups. I am also on social media. You can hit me up on anything with Catch the Craze in it. Send me a DM, and we'll get it on there. If you are getting ready to launch a new project and you have something you want to pitch, send us your best pitch. Send me a video, 1 minute or 3 minute, no more than 3 minutes. Your pitch should never be more than 3 minutes. Your elevator pitch on why your stuff should be in the hands of the consumer, why yours is the next best thing. Send a pitch, and we'll promote it on What's in the Box, and give you some exposure. And if you want to be a guest on Catch the Craze podcast, hit us up as well. Remember that we are several months out. So right now we are all guests so far have been booked through the end of November. So we're actually booking for December now. So if you have something coming out in December, in January, we'll get you on the show now, but it'll air then. So I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. This is What's in the Box. Thank you for supporting. And remember, we have our own Kickstarter. So Catch the Crazies will be launching on Kickstarter September 26th, and we would love your support. Hook a brother up. And so this is my first time doing a Kickstarter. I'm excited about it. I'm also nervous about it, but Catch the Crazies is our baby, and we're excited to be able to put this thing into production. And we have a great artist and creative team behind it, and we hope you enjoy it as well. Visit crazycomics.com. That's with 2 E's, not a Y, for more information on Catch the Crazies. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. This is another episode of What's in the Box. Have a blessed day. Peace.
What's in the box?